for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And with Rudy Gay, the physical part of the game has never been a problem with him. As great a physical player as any other small forward in the league, his one drawback is he can get in his own head at times and not play to his strength.
Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. And then for Sacramento, Caspi, he's checked in for Quincy Ace. Then McLemore comes in for Curry. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Curry kicks to Green. Doubled by Collison. Stolen by Collison. Here's McLemore. Finished off the break.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again. And no doubt a lot of players can get in their own head, like Gay does at times. He does so much on the floor. It is odd when he vanishes for stretches of the game. On pure talent, he has few peers in the league.
Curry outside. Spates the pass to Curry. And he's good on the three ball. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Curry brings the double. From deep, McLemore. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now here's Collison. They set the pick. Clock at 4. Gay outside. The second chance effort. Green with the block. And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. And Green gets it to go.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside Collison. Offensive rebound. And Cousins throws it down.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Barbosa dishes to Green. Misses the layup.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Livingston is running. And stolen by Cousins. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Kings ahead. They... And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. And guys, we've seen the Kings really take control here.
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Caspi is out there with Cauley Stein. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Koufos. And it's Bellinelli in at the shooting guard. Rondo's shot is off.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
And the Kings pushing it up now. Rondo with the ball. All sorts of time. Tries again. Here's Cauley Stein. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
It's Curry outside, but they get it back. Here's Rush. Another shot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And you know, Rondo, a strange year shooting the ball last season. For a good stretch, he was shooting the same from the free throw line as he was from three-point range, about 30%.
Krupas with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And the Warriors with some changes. Bogut comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Thompson in for Ian Clark. Now a timeout called by Golden State. Well, you were talking about Rondo, and his shooting woes have been well documented. Clark, he tried to tap into Dirk's old shooting coach to help him out while in Dallas.
You know, a good portion of this might be mental at this point for Rondo. He is getting to the point in his career where I think it is what it is for him in regards to his shooting.
Here's Barnes. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He dishes it to Bogut. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Rondo kicks to Curry. Thompson for the triple. And the shot is good. Thompson's got 5 now.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a load down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy.
6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. It's stolen by Bogut. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
How about the glide in and then also to reverse it? And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro. So still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
And the Kings making a change here. Acey's checked in. Sacramento leading by 6. Left side Rondo to the inside. And finished off by Acey.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Thompson right side. Soft touch off the glass. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound by the Kings. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Passes to Bogut. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ezeli. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And for Costa Koufos, Clark, so far he hasn't had that breakout year. He has been kind of in the shadow of Marc Gasol on that front line for Memphis.
Yeah, but he's understood his role, and he's done a nice job. He did start 81 games for Denver a few seasons ago, Kevin, but I think he's very comfortable as a backup. He's one of those guys who's just effective in limited playing stints.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for Ezeli. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. And talking about Koufos, he gives you some things you want out of your bigs. Great size and activity, solid rebounds and blocks per minute numbers. He may just need a chance in the right system to show more game.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And, you know, getting back to Koufos, one thing he has to get better at is finishing through contact. He has a really nice touch around the basket, but sometimes contact negates that.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. Caspi, he's checked in for Sacramento.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 19-7 run.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
On up the court. That one fall coming off Iguodala's feet.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And McLemore kicks to Cousins. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cousins has got 6 points.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Here's Livingston. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Bogut in the pivot spot manning the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
And really last season it was supposed to be a battle between the Warriors and Clippers for that Pacific title. But the Warriors just ran away with it and won the division by 11 games. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Inside. Here's Green. Bogut kicks to Green. Curry with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Timeout called by the Kings. For the Warriors, it was the 3rd time they've ever won the division, last time coming in 1976. So, Clark, it's been a while.
It's been a long time, but they did it in style. 13-3 record against the rest of the division. That would be the best in-division winning percentage for any team in the NBA.
The Kings trail by 7. Rondo kicks to AC. Gay outside. Just 5 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Rondo, no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Thompson with the bucket.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Rondo passes to Curry. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. The Kings trail by 12. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Right side, Green. Pass to Thompson. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Thompson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors. Kings have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them, and sour.
Azili's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Sacramento also making some changes. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Cauley Stein comes in for Quincy Acey. And it's Bellinelli in for Curry.
First personal foul.
And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skill. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Caspi, he's checked in for Sacramento. Collison comes in for Rajon Rondo.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And we were talking about Iguodala's free throw shooting. It really is a miracle. He's become so efficient, Clark, in every other area of his game. But last year, in his 11th season, he shot the second worst percentage of his career.
Sometimes, Kevin, it's simply a matter of confidence. You miss a few and it gets into your head, and before you know it, the harder you're trying, the worse it gets.
Livingston kicks to Green, and he gets it to go. Green's got 6 here in this quarter.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it.
Spates checked in for Golden State. And a change for the Kings. McLemore is checked in. And here are the Kings now. Collison dishes to Cauley Stein. Green with the block. Thompson for the triple. They get it again. From deep. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. Iguodala's got 3 assists in the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical. And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling. They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Finished off the break.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these 2 teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Bellinelli for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Spates has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Bellinelli kicks to McLemore. He gets it up. No good. And it. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Warriors leading by 23. On the floor for Sacramento. Rajon Rondo is up there with Collison. Then it's Quincy Acey. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Cousins in at the 5. Curry attacking. And that one's good. Curry's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Warriors.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Here's Rondo. Can't get it to go. Curry with some nice D. Fires the three. Here's Thompson. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. It's deflected. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Kicks to Thompson. The 15-footer bounces high off the rim and drops. Thompson's got 25 points in the game.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's Rondo. Sacramento again missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Curry with the three. Bogut kicks to Curry. The dish to Iguodala. And a miss there on the triple. Sacramento's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Thompson. 25 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Barnes. And Ian Clark subbed in for Curry. The feed now to Rush. He kicks it to Clark. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Timeout called by the Kings.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
If you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Draymond Green comes in for Brandon Rush. Barnes, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Ian Clark. The Kings have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Golden State's gone 0 for 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Thompson for the triple. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Curry with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Butler. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Man, it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Kufis the best to Anderson. Out left to the wing. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Kosta Kufis, an excellent rotation center. I mean, he gets after it on the inside. He'll give you some rebounds, can block some shots. He's made himself into a factor.
Sacramento making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Quincy Ace. Caspi comes in for Butler. And it's Bellinelli in for James Anderson.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
And Kufa's not really a shooter, Clark. He does his damage around the rim.
Yeah, he really does. The former Buckeye is a great screen setter. He attacks the offensive glass, plays within himself, and knows his role, and he does it well.
Seth Curry.
Good on the shot. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on an 11-2 run. It's Curry outside. Bellinelli pulls it in.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And stolen by Kufis. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. The Kings also with the sub. McLemore's checked in for Curry.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Klay Thompson. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Caspi. Shot from the wing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Sacramento.
Rajon Rondo.
41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Rush. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
Here's Barbosa. Rebound by the Kings. There's the pass to McLemore. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. Rondo dishes to Cauley Stein. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Quincy Ace.
Here's Spates on the money.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do. You know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles. And you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game. You know what I mean? And then the prize is your sanity. Word.
Come on with it. 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 Me and you.
You can taste the excitement here in the Quicken Loans Arena. It'll be the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the 3. Curry kicks to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Well, you think about Stephen Curry, and your first thought is he's a remarkable three-point shooter. That's right. But he's not just a long-range threat.
Yeah, I see him as a shot maker, one of the league's top mid-range shooters off the pull-up, too, and he's a creative finisher. Floaters and backspin shots, English, high off the glass. Again, the best shot maker, I think, in the history of the game.
Now LeBron, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. The shot's good from Smith.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Curry against Irving. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. From outside, off the mark. Irving drives in the corner, Smith with it. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Stolen by Thompson. Irving against Curry. He kicks to Barnes. There's the dish to Bogut. Pass to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Irving passes to Smith. On the wing, James. Back to Love. Passes it to Smith. And it's sent back by Bogut. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Thompson. Tries from 7. Again, the miss by Thompson. The drive by LeBron. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Here's Smith. Thompson inside. Covered by Bogut. And it's Thompson with the jam.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Curry. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 5. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
And I really think you've got to love the way they protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors showed just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
To the inside, and stolen by Love. Now Cleveland moving it up. Smith with the ball. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Curry, and he uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 7.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Kevin Love.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Iman Shumpert has come in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Now here's Spates. Plays it up and banks it in. Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
With the pass.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And Green gets it to go.
For 3.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. And a sharp pass to set up that high-percentage shot in close.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Golden State also making a change. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Green.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold, the way that guy gets to the rim.
Out to the right wing. Got a piece of it. Shumpert with the steal. Love dishes to Shumpert. To the middle. Dellavedova, that's good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Warriors lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
The Warriors leading. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye, and it's Shumpert in the 3 slot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Iguodala outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Dellavedova, but they recover it. And Shumpert kicks to Mozgov. Smith outside. Shumpert up top. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I can. Never broke it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. LeBron comes in for Shumpert. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Golden State also making some changes. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Draymond Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Curry subbed in for Ian Clark. James, no good. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
He feeds it to Irving from past the arc. That's good. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Puts it up from 15. Bogut, the pass to Rush. Outside, Green. Dishes it to Thompson. It's good from long range. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch four-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
Barnes, who's checked in for Brandon Rush. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, with some of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
Here's LeBron, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Curry attacking, out to Thompson, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead. Irving dishes to Thompson. It's stolen by Bogut. And Klay Thompson again. Thompson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, is really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Curry against Irving. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
The drive by James. In it goes after missing his first 7. Now shooting 1 for 8 this game.
And we've seen him do that before. Batter a defense by just exploding to the basket.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for Channing Frye. Amon Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Clark, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball. No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Here is Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. LeBron drives in. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Pass to Spates. Here is Livingston. Gets it off. No good on that last second attempt there. And that concludes the first half. The Warriors on top, leading by 6. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. He has the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. And it's Barnes and at the 3, the small forward.
And that's his style right there. That's his game. He plays it as well as anyone, and when we get to crunch time, that's when he's at his best.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. The drive by James from the baseline. Smith with a wide open look. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Goes up on the block. Shot is no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Well, wide open look for Love. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That is his first foul of the game. And watching Kevin Love, he can do everything on the offensive end, Clark. He's been that way really his entire career, going back to high school.
Yeah, his game is low to the ground, too. No explosive moves or dunks. He takes you on and beats you with skill. Good footwork, smooth shot, sharp passer, and an excellent IQ.
Curry passes to Green. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And talking about Love, last season was a tricky one for him. So much of his post offense was taken away by the Cavs scheme, so he just made up for it by averaging the second most threes of his career.
Ezeli's checked in for Golden State. And he makes the first but misses the second.
You know, for Kevin Love, last season was the first time as a pro that he's been asked to defer on offense. Not just to LeBron, but to Kyrie as well. You can bet he and Chris Bosh now have a lot to talk about.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Curry, good.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Timeout called Cleveland.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Channing Frye's checked in for Kevin Love. The Warriors also with a sub. Rush is checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 6.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Thompson against Barnes. Feeds to Rush. Thompson in the corner. Fades away. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And the dunk by James.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Ezeli kicks to Curry. He dishes it to Ezeli, and that one's good. And the Warriors lead by 4.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Irving drives in. Barnes grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
James kicks to Fry. Now the pass to Thompson. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. 1:56 left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Barbosa. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Kicks it to Frye. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
The drive by Smith. Here's Dellavedova. That's good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Cleveland the rebound. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Andre Iguodala.
At the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for him.
And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in. Livingston, that's good.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Smith again to Iguodala. Smith kicks to Dellavedova. Love outside. Right wing. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot.
They'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Right on. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter in this situation.
Oh, nice double pump finish there. Strictly for the fans.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And, you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers help them win games.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. Here's Dellavedova. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Dellavedova kicks to LeBron. 4 on the shot clock. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Curry attacking. Here's Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 7. LeBron with it. Guarded now by Barnes. James, the pass to Thompson. And he gets it to go. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Curry dishes to Thompson. The feed now to Barnes. And he's good on the 3 ball. Barnes has got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, "We're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets." Pretty strong words, guys.
Tristan Thompson.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
And so he makes both from the line.
And Thompson making all 9 of his 3-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most 3-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserves. Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Pass to Curry. He kicks it to Green. On the wing, Thompson. Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. Thompson. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's Irving. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Thompson. Offensive rebound. Green kicks to Thompson. Green with a screen on LeBron. The dish now to Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Goes back up. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think you said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And how much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Bogut kicks to Curry. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Irving kicks to Thompson. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined. And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
Shoots from the baseline. Can't get it to go. The Warriors go the other way with it. And it's the Warriors on the break. The shot by Curry, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. Then last year, down to 35.
Cleveland moving it around. That's a 2 from Smith. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Irving for 3. And another miss by Cleveland.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
Thompson for the triple. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Warriors.
Fewer miscues made the difference, Clark.
Yeah, I thought the fact they minimized their turnovers was huge. It was a terrific all-around effort.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force for Thompson. He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference. And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Curry passes to Bogut. Back to Curry. Pass to Bogut. On the wing, Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Smith with the ball. Here's Irving. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Both free throws good for Irving.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Here is Livingston. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 8. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, they can call all the timeouts they want, but really, I don't think it matters at this point.
Yeah, I'm ready to go home just like the players are. There's nothing they can do to salvage this one right now. Let's go. Get out of here. Game done.
You summed it up.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think we need to comment after that.
Adios. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it